What is up, gamers? Fernkin Code here, back again with Dream Daddy, Dad Director's Cut. Let's resume. Continue. Let's see. Okay. Most recent, right? Yep, most recent. Dad tip 32. You can't beat the Wami bar. Interesting. The song is catchy. Wow, I guess I really didn't think this plan through. I'm not entirely sure where the closest bar is, and Amanda still hasn't shown me how to use the GPS on my phone, so I'm just gonna pick a direction and walk in it. Let's go. This way. Cool, okay. We're marching. We're marching in the direction of the game. Any game, really. In the distance, could it be? A big burned out neon sign hangs above tiny dive bar. Huh. A big a big burned out neon sign hangs above tiny bar. A big burned out neon sign hangs above tiny dive bar. Jim and Kim's, huh? Alright, it'll do. The bar is small and dimly lit. The crack of pool balls sounds in the back as patrons laugh and joke. A string of multicolored Christmas lights hover above the bartender. I can't tell if he's Jim or Kim. I pull up a seat at the bar. What'll it be? One beer, please. Sure thing, boss. The bartender slides me an ice-cold beer. I take a sip and enjoy the refreshing taste. Say, are you Jim or Kim? I'm Neil. Oh. I awkwardly turn my attention to the game, which is playing on one of the TVs on the wall. As luck would have it, my team of preference is not only playing, but is currently in the lead, which is always a good thing. The brightly colored mascot, which is some kind of animal, does cartwheels. I slightly cheer on my favorite team, hoping that I don't get into any confrontational arguments with a fan of the opposing team. Several people in this bar are wearing the distinctive colors of the team I dislike, although I believe from their demeanor that, like me, the passion for their team is all in good fun. A middle-aged woman holding a nearly empty wine glass sidles up to the bar and sits uncomfortably close to me. Hey, sailor. Oh, hello. Good to see fresh meat in here. I'm Mary. Come here often? Oh, no. I actually just moved to this part of town today. I'm Fern Can, by the way. Are you watching the game? Yeah, my preferred team is in the lead. If they keep this up, they'll win the game with ease. Oh, I love that team, and also I love that game. I love someone who knows their way around balls. I'm getting the impression that she's a little drunk. Buy a gal a drink? I'll be nice. I almost reluctantly signal the bartender and order Mary another glass of wine. Neil jokes back and forth with Mary. They're clearly friends, and this clearly isn't her first time doing this. She tips her glass at me. Suppose I gotta keep you company now. So, what do you want to know? What's your deal? What's the latest gossip around here? You came to the right board. I'm an observer. I watch people. I see everything. Know everyone. Nothing gets past me. So... So what? I thought you were gonna... I forgot what we were talking about. About the gossip. You said nothing gets past you. Oh, right. I'm also a steel trap. Confidential to a fault. So what else can you tell me about this part of town? It's quiet, that's for sure. If you want an idyllic little life with white picket fences, this is the place to do it. But every town has its secrets, you know. She takes a sip of her drink. That was a little too ominous for my taste. She leans closer. Would you like to learn some of my secrets? Oh, would you like to learn some of my secrets? Oh boy. Maybe some other time? Suit yourself, sailor. Mary solders off, setting her sights on the newest bar patron to enter. I happily watch the game over another beer. The game has gotten close in terms of points. A little too close than what I'm comfortable with. After a particularly skilled player scores a number of points for the other team, putting them in the lead, I hear an affirmative grunt from another man at the bar. Go team! It's the brooding man from the coffee spoon. He sits alone, sipping whiskey and watching the game as well. Enjoying the game? I am. Now that we're winning. Oh, we must be rooting for different teams. In my opinion, my team is far superior. I have to disagree with that. Based upon our win/loss record, I say that my team is superior. That's where you're wrong, since as it stands right now, my team is beating yours. The conversation ends there, and we both go back to silently rooting for our respective teams. The game is close, with both sides playing their hardest to win, but in the end, my team prevails. Quiet cheers ripple throughout the bar. I raise a respectful glass at the man drinking whiskey. He raises his in response. An unspoken truce is formed between us, based on mutual love for the game. He motions to the bartender, who pours 2 glasses of whiskey. The man slides one over to me. The name's Robert. Thanks. I'm Fern Can. You must be new here. Mary already hit on you? Yeah. Robert chuckles. She's a peach. Well, you picked the best bar in town. As slimy as it is, you'll never find a better spot than Jim and Kim's. Is there actually a Jim or Kim that runs this place? No, that'd be Neil. Neil waves from across the bar. Good guy, Neil. Not enough Neils in this world. Okay. You a whiskey fella or a beer fella? Beer, but I'll drink most things. You like shots? Oh, shots fired. I don't like them. I like shots. Thank you. Robert nods to Neil, who serves us up 2 shots of whiskey. He hands one to me. Here's to your health. We take the shots. The whiskey burns going down, but I try my hardest to look tough. Wait, I think this is what making friends is. Okay, Fern Can, this guy's out of my friend league, but I think if I play my cards right, we'll be pals in no time. Compliment his leather jacket. Compliment his rugged good looks. I'm gonna go with his rugged good look. Say it. Your face is good? Oh, yes, he liked it. Okay. Thanks. Wait, I think this is what flirting is. I think so too. Man, this guy is a mysterious. Man, this guy is mysterious and cool. Way cooler than I am, at least. Robert signals to the bartender for another round. What are you doing here tonight? This was the most accurate one. Hold on. Can I save? Okay, yeah. Can I save, and then if I'm unhappy with the choice, I just go back to the save point? Okay. Okay, I'll try. Not like forever. She was having a sleepover with her friends. Family type, huh? Single dad. He gets up. Be right back. Gotta powder my nose. Never seen Robert this talkative. He must like you. Look, I'm curious. Running from my problems. The usual. Oh, he likes it. I like your style. Okay, he likes that. Trying to make friends. I'm new in town. Figured it might be good to put myself out there. You seem pretty cool. The key to being cool is acting like you don't care about anything, but actually cared very deeply about everything to the point where it's debilitating. Really? Robert downs the rest of his drink. Of course not. He gets up. Be right back. Gotta powder my nose. Okay, I'm gonna go with the one that he liked. Because why not? He gets up. Be right back. Gotta powder my nose. Never seen Robert this talkative. He must like you. Huh, I guess so. I gotta admit that Robert has a gruff charm to him. If a guy like that thinks I'm cool, then I really must be. Robert comes back from the bathroom and grabs his leather jacket. I'm gonna go home. You heading my way? Robert and I leave the bar and find ourselves walking in the same direction. I live in this cul-de-sac down the way. Does everybody live there? Me too. We just finished unpacking today. Great place to be. Good neighbors, well, some of them. Who's that? We get to Robert's house, which is a few houses away from mine. We stop, and he turns to me. I don't kiss and tell, Fern can. So are we doing this or what? What? You know, do you want to come inside or not? A wave of realization rushes over me. I blush. What? Okay, hold on. Lay on it smooth, smile and nod. No, thank you. I mean, I'll come inside. Let's see. Let's do it. I follow him I follow him up to his door. He fumbles with his keys for a second and unlocks the door, leading me inside. The moment the door closes behind us, he pushes me up against the wall and kisses me, grabbing my hips. Whoa! Come on. Robert takes my hand and leads me up the stairs and into what I assume is his bedroom, but it's so dark that I can't see anything but Robert's intense expression. He kisses me again. I can hear him shucking off his jacket. I clumsily take off mine too. His hands roam down my chest, and suddenly he's tugging at my belt. I don't normally do this. Do you want to stop? Yes. Actually, I should probably get going. Robert steps back. Alright. I think I'm gonna head home. Sorry. Nah, it's cool. I head home, my head still spinning with the anxiety of turning Robert down. The sight of the couch helps me compartmentalize, though. The sight of the couch helps me compartmentalize, though. And before I know it, I'm having dreams about my teeth falling out. Dad tip 85. Be generous and kind to everyone. I wake up to a text from an unknown number. Rise and shine, early bird. Still want to work out? This is Craig, by the way. Holy crap, it's 6 a.m. Who does 6 a.m. anymore? Without realizing if I drift back to sleep. Oops, must have winked back out. I check my phone again. Hey, bud, still want to get your swole on? I'm ready to tear up the track. Hit me up. God, the last thing I want to do right now is work out. But this is Craig. I do want to catch up. I want to... Okay, I'll do it. Hey, my man. I need a few minutes to wake up, but let's meet in 20? After a few seconds, another text comes in. Sure thing. Meet me at the gym. I stretch and my bones creak. I gotta stop falling asleep on the couch. I throw off my blanket and hey, wait. I don't remember falling asleep with a blanket. Amanda must have tucked me in after I fell asleep. Bless that child. I reluctantly brush my teeth, throw on the only clothes I own that are even kind of gym appropriate, and head out. The neighborhood is quiet and serene this early in the morning. Birds chirp and the grass is still wet with dew. Surprisingly, the gym is pretty crowded. I spot Craig standing out front, stretching. Of course, he spots me and waves enthusiastically. Hey, bro. Good morning. Hey, good to see you, man. I'm definitely not as pumped up as he is. Maybe I should have some coffee before I left. Maybe I should have had some coffee before I left. You ready to kick some butt? Help! With your help, I am. Gotta stay posy, dude. With your help, I am. I get the feeling this is gonna be less of me kicking butt and more the gym kicking my butt. But I can handle it with you here. Dude, bro, that means a lot. We head to the gym and I'm immediately intimidated. All these people look like they could break me in half, and it seems like Craig is friends with all of them. He high fives and finger guns. He high fives and finger guns all of the cool jocks in the room. They look like they could and would steal my lunch money to spend on protein shakes. Come on, bud, let's warm up. We head over to the treadmills and start walking. Okay, I can walk. Walking is good. This is a decent place to be. Walking. So, I know we are on treadmills. Nice. Yes. And those over there are ellipticals. Very good. What is all this other stuff? Craig laughs. They might look a little scary, but I guarantee that all of them serve a specific purpose for building muscle mass. I watch as a dude in a muscle tee flexes a muscle I didn't know existed on a machine I think was once used to process grain into flour. What is that? Why is that guy doing that to himself? Nice. That's a good question, bro. What do you think he's doing? Training to crush people's skull with his thighs? Using a medieval torture device? Praying to some sort of pain god? I like this one. There's a tiny man in there, right? And he did something that the court found unforgivable. And now that muscular dude is doling out justice in the form of pain. What? Oh no, Craig is turning up the speed. I better do the same. How long have you been doing the buff thing? Couple years. And what do you do when you're not dadding or working or buffing? I coach my twin softball team. That still counts as both dadding and buffing. I keep busy. What do you do for fun? I love learning. I try to live my life as close to a Jimmy Buffet song as possible. I check out my hot bod. I love learning. I try to educate myself about the world around me. I'm like a sponge for knowledge, soaking up all the intellectual content. You know, history, the paranormal, wilderness survival, aliens, mostly those things. So you watch the History Channel too, huh? Yes. Why eggplants? We're jogging now. Oh God, we're jogging now. I look over to Craig, who hasn't even broken a sweat. How is he doing this so effortlessly? I'm dying. I can feel my life force draining through every orifice of my body. Hey, remember when my fish died in college? No, I don't like this story. Oh my God. Is he really bumping up the speed again? I guess I better do it too. Oh, this is fast. This is very fast. And we were at that party, and you vowed to make me feel better. You tell me to create a distraction. So, of course, I do a sick kickstand and get everyone cheering. And then I try to steal a fish from a fish tank at the party with my bare hands like an idiot. And then you drop the fish and it's flopping around and you panic. So you run up to me post keg stand with a dying dirty fish in your hands that you scooped off the ground. You're yelling at me that we have to leave. So we're running out of a frat party with a fish and trying to give it a mouth to mouth resuscitation. And when we get him home and get him to a bowl of water, but the prognosis was grim. And then the next day he's alive and well. They never did catch the great fish thieves of Grand Ridge Yield. And they never will. I shoot off the end of the treadmill and crash into the wall. Jesus, that hurts. Dude, bro, are you okay? Craig offers me a hand and looks me over for injuries. I am fantastic. I managed to stand up and rub my back. Doesn't hurt now, but I'm sure it will later. You don't have to push yourself like that. Always know your limits. Well, I think I might call our gym adventure here. You sure? Yeah. Alright, well, here. I brought you this. Craig hands me a shaker bottle full of thick green liquid. I stare at it with what must be apparent distaste. It's a protein shake, bro. Oh, thank you. He wants me to drink it. Oh boy, here goes. I take a small sip. It's actually delicious. Wow, this is really good. And good for you. It's my special recipe. I'm pretty proud of it. Let me know if you ever want to work out again. Maybe we can try running around the neighborhood if treadmills aren't your speed. No pun intended, bro. Good one. Well, I'm gonna go put some ice on this. Everything. I'll see you around. I'll see you around? I leave the gym feeling ashamed. Craig used to order delivery from the pizza place across the street from our dorm, and now he can run circles around me? Literally? Man, I really gotta work on this dad bod. I get home and lie down on the couch. It hurts to move. Oh God, I'm so cold. Oh no, I must have fallen asleep. What time is it? Shoot, it's 3:55. I'm supposed to be at Amanda's school in 5 minutes. I frantically put on some clean clothes, apply a generous amount of deodorant, and run out the door. Dad tip 16. Always use a coat of wax. Oh, okay. I arrive at Amanda's school and check in at the front desk. They give me a bright orange visitor sticker and send me on my way. I'm barely awake and feeling haggard, but hopefully nobody will notice. I check my watch, and I am relieved to see that I'm only 2 minutes late. Wait, was it room 103 or 108? I spot a youth standing at his locker and approach him for help. Excuse me, Do you know where Mr. Vega's classroom is? The youth turns around and looks me up and down, but with heavily lined eyes. Come on, kid. I'm late for a meeting. Mr. Who? Mr. Vega. I don't know. Have you tried the exit? Okay, wise guy. Are you gonna help me or not? Fine. Up those stairs and to the left. Can't miss him. I head up the stairs and walk around, unable to find Mr. Vega's class anywhere. After a couple minutes of searching, I head back downstairs. That punk youth sent me on a wild goose chase. I get back to where that low-rent grayer way is standing, fully ready to give him a piece of my mind, when suddenly a head pops out of the classroom next to his locker. Lucian, don't you have a third period to get to? Fine, Mr. Vega. Wow. Now I'm officially 10 minutes late. I glare at him as he walks away. We're not cool. You must be from Can. This period's almost over. Would you mind waiting in the back? Mr. Vega leans me in, and I take a seat in one of the comically small student desks in the back. I might get stuck in this. Alright, where were we? Now, who can tell me about the unreliability of the narrator and J.D. Salinger's Catcher in the Rye? Yes, Colin? Colin stands up and does the thing where he blows into the crook of his elbow to make a fart noise. The whole class erupts in laughter. Alright, everybody. Very funny, Colin. Please sit down. Now, Holland Caulfield is an unreliable narrator in the sense that the bell for the end of the period rings. All the students immediately get up and make a break for the door. Remember to do the reading and answer the response questions on page 194 in your textbook. Nobody's listening. Or not, I guess. Mr. Vega turns to me and signs. Middle schoolers, right? Don't you teach high schoolers? Both, you know. Budget cuts. Right. Thanks so much for coming in. No problem, Mr. Vega. Please, call me Hugo. I don't normally do these impromptu parent-teacher meetings, but as I'm sure you know, Amanda's a very bright student, and I'm concerned about her recent behavior. What's going on? Amanda has never been the most engaged student, but I know she cares. I know she cares. Recently, though, she's been falling behind. She's not completing assignments and has been doing rather poorly on tests. I normally chalk this up to senioritis, but this is strange. I thought Amanda always shared everything with me. It hadn't even crossed my mind that something might be wrong. I don't know. I just wanted to ask, is everything okay at home? I mean, okay, we just moved. That could be an issue. Well, we just moved recently, but it was only to the other side of town, and Amanda was more excited about it than I was. See if you can talk to her about it. I know she values you a great deal and would appreciate your guidance if she keeps heading down this road. I know how important art school is to her, and I would hate to see her miss out on a scholarship money that she clearly deserves. I'll make sure to talk to Amanda. Thanks for letting me know, Hugo. Anytime. On my way out, I stop, thinking for a moment. I turn to Hugo. Hey, Hugo. Yes? They ever catch that ray? Yes. I leave the classroom and make my way out of the school. I'm still a little bit in shock that Amanda was able to hide this so well from me. She's always been such a force for positivity in my life, especially after we lost her mother. Amanda must be done with classes for the day by now. I'm sure she would appreciate a ride home, and maybe I can talk to her about what's going on. I pull up to the carpool, and Amanda hops into the passenger seat. So, did you have fun gossiping about me? Mr. Vega and I actually just gossiped about our celebrity crushes. So you talked about Mario Batali the whole time? It was a very productive meeting. I'm pretty hungry. Can we grab some dinner? Sure thing. We can make something at home. Let's go to the mall food court. I'm a cool, chill dad. Does that sound good to you? Yeah, sure. Why the mall? Geez, can a dad take his daughter to the mall? Will you buy me things? I will buy you a thing, singular. Sounds like a deal to me. We drive in silence for a short while. Amanda plays a game on her phone. I should say something. You know, something when a kid gets older, they find that they have to keep things hidden from their parents, and that's okay because sometimes that's what kids do. And that's okay. But also sometimes it's good to have the parents' perspective because, you know, maybe the parents have also dealt with similar situations. Very true. And your parents have been on this world much longer than you. Of course, that's not always the case with all parents, but a lot of parents. I mean, well, no, well, let me reword that. Let me rephrase that. Explain. Yes, it's definitely important to get the perspective of your parents because they've been on this world longer than you, so they are very knowledgeable about a lot of things. But of course, it's not true for all parents because not every parent is very knowledgeable or wise. But not every parent, but a lot of them, yeah. Because you know the more experience you have, in life. Well, of course, like the longer you live life, the more experience you're gonna be about life related life related things. I'm sorry, I'm getting off track. And maybe they're a little cooler than you give them credit for. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that it's good to share. Love you. Have you been reading my tweets? You have a Twitter? What? Never mind. Look, sweetie, Mr. Vega said that you've been participating in his class. You haven't been participating in his class, and that you're not turning things in. Oh, I'm fine, Pops. Senioritis and all that. That's not always an excuse, though. I thought you liked Mr. Vega's class. Like, that's not always an excuse. When I had senioritis when I was in high school, my parents. Or when when I had senioritis, or even thought of having senioritis. It's fine. He's fine. We pull up to a stoplight, and I eye Amanda. She's still texting. I want you to know that you can talk to me about anything. Uh-huh. I can tell that whatever it is, she doesn't want me knowing about it. That's frustrating. I heard MR is going to that fancy art school in California. That's exciting. Yep. Are you bummed that you guys aren't going to the same school? Yep. Amanda keeps texting. She stifles a laugh. What's so funny? I don't think you get it. Okay. Who you texting? Noah. Who's Noah? My friend. Does he go to your school? Yep. Do you like Noah? What? No. Dad. I can't believe you would. Dad. I mean, geez. Why would you? Gross. Sorry. Just asking. Dad, he's just my friend. Guys and girls can be friends. He's my friend. That's a half-truth. Okay. Jeez. This is going well. Welp, good talk. Love you, kiddo. She leans forward and turns up the radio. I guess that conversation is over. To the mall, then. We arrive at the mall, a big indoor shopping center with a couple of different floors. It's kind of dead, but that doesn't stop a mall security guard from yelling at a group of loitering teens. Let's eat something disgusting for dinner. Hell yeah. Language, Missy. Heck yeah. Better. We approach the food court and evaluate our options. There's greasy restaurant after greasy restaurant. My heart burns just looking at the menus. Nobody looks happy to be here. What are you in the mood for? Bread dipped in sugar? Bread with cheese on it? Or do you just want me to inject some fat directly into your bloodstream? I extend my hand to her. Would you do me the honor of sharing some nachos? She takes my hand with a grin. It would make me the happiest, cheesiest girl alive. We order a giant pile of chips and unnaturally orange cheese from a very unenthusiastic and possibly stoned teenager. We take a seat at a rickety table and dig in. These are bad. These are very bad, but also strangely delicious. We have to eat through the pain. Wingstop. We enjoy the fluorescent cheesy goodness together until we're all out of nachos. So something's been bothering me for a while. Can you explain memes to me? Signs. Which meme? All memes. Amanda signs deeply and places her head in her hands. Dad, it's complicated. See, memes are inside jokes shared by a bunch of people and get less funny the more people do it. So the problem is that by the time a meme gets to you, Dad, all its use have already done the joke to death. And what's worse than that is that movies and TV and video games will try to jump in on the meme train, but just based on how long it takes them, the meme will be long dead by the time it comes out, or it just dates it and isn't funny. What? I'm sorry, I'll read that again. And what's worse than that is that movies and TV shows and video games will try to jump in on the meme train, but just based on how long it takes to make them, the meme will be long dead by the time it comes out, so it just dates it and isn't funny. Oh shit, what up? Dad, please. Anyway, changing the subject. Where to now? Want to go to that goth store? What? You know, the one that's all black and tries to establish itself as anti-establishment despite being an exact representation of the establishment. I don't know what store you're talking about. You know, the one where you can buy chain wallets and it's basically an assault on what people fought so hard against in the punk and hardcore movements of the 70s and 80s. Dude, you gotta be more specific. The one you threw up in that one time. Oh, that one. So like Hot Topic. Amanda runs into the store with me, trailing behind her. She makes a beeline for the back. There it is. You can still see the outline, kinda. I'm so proud. Speech. Amanda. Speech. All right, I'll do it if you stop chanting. Amanda stops immediately. I clear my throat. Thank you all for joining us here today to commemorate an historic moment that would forever shape history. On a day very much like today, some 5 years ago, our very own Amanda and Code had too much blue raspberry slushy on an outing to the mall. After begging her father to take her to Dead, Goth, and beyond, to buy rainbow suspenders, she proceeded to throw up all over a display of My Chemical Romance merchandise. Her loving father then had to pay for said merchandise. Her loving father then had to pay for said merchandise, which to this day remains among our possessions. Thank you. Amanda is moved. She begins clapping, slow at first, then faster and more vigorously. Several other patrons turn their heads. One of them also starts clapping. I bow my head. Yeah. Oh, hey, chain wallets. While Amanda bussies herself, looking at band t-shirts, I try to find something of interest to myself. Not much for a dad to look at in Dead, Goth, and Beyond. The clearance bin. There's a big cardboard box of marked down items. I'm pretty sure $4 for purple eyeliner is a good deal, I think. I wonder if I would look good in purple eyeliner. Hell yes, I would. Look, this is very important to me. I overhear a stifled argument over at the cash register. An older gentleman is carrying a garment and is showing it to a bored-looking cashier with pink hair. I can see that. Don't you know what to tell you? I can see that. Don't know what to tell you, dude. I just work here. Listen, when I bought this online, the website said this blouse was Victorian inspired. However, when I received it, it clearly held the trademark of Edwardian dressage. Do you want a coupon? I can give you a coupon. Will you leave if I give you a coupon? Is there a manager present? People have to know what they're buying. I am the manager. I see. Well, it would seem that I have outstayed my welcome. Good day, shopkeep. Your superiors will receive a strongly worded letter by post. Whatever, dude. The man whirls around and storms out. His literal cocktails trailing behind him. I can't tell if they are Victorian-inspired or Edwardian in nature. Amanda trots up to me with a t-shirt in her hand. Oh boy, here it comes. Oh. Hey, Datron 5000. Yes, I'll buy it for you. Wow, that was easy. Thanks. At least it's only one this time. Amanda plops the shirt onto the counter and grins at the cashier. I love your hair. The cashier says nothing and rings Amanda up. Radiating hatred, I hand her a 20. So what was that guy's deal? The cashier rolls her eyes so hard, I'm worried she'll pull something. That's Damien. He's in here all the time. He's obsessed with Victorian fashion or whatever. She hands Amanda her bag, and it's clear the conversation is over. We make our way out of the store and head home to get some rest. Amanda and I sit on the couch, trying to find something to watch over bowls of ice cream. Ooh. Oh, cool. Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers is on. That's a long title. Your favorite, right? Oh, hell yes. They have to make it over the Canadian tundra before the ice road melts, but also they're hunting ghosts. Also, the trucks are haunted. This is an episode I've already seen, but it's one of the best. Colum and Flint Dogbone, the twin brother truck driving and ghost hunting duo, find themselves in the greatest peril yet. Oh no, the ghost done got. Oh no, the ghost done got out. Oh no, the ghost done got control of the truck. I can't steer on them there, the damned ice roads. Let me use this EVP meter to try and communicate with the spirits. Flynn, we're about to die. Ah, almost got it. If you listen carefully, it sounds like it's saying you're going to die. That's because we're about to die, you. This is art. The episode ends and Amanda excuses herself to go and start arguments on the internet. I stay up a little longer, curious about the exploits of Colum and Flint Dogbone after their disastrous ice road accident. Afterward, I crawl into bed and get a good night's sleep. Dad tip 69. It's okay to cry if you're feeling sad. Dad tip number 10. If you're parking uphill, be sure to turn your tires toward the street. Morning, sleepyhead. 5 more minutes. You have never, ever let me have 5 more minutes, so get up. Fine. We have cereal for breakfast and spend the morning putting together furniture. Amanda is much better at interpreting the tiny manuals. We're able to put together a few shelves and one desk, but I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be a bookcase. So, you decided for the cookout? You excited for the cookout today? Yep, pretty much. If there's food, I'm excited. I'm all over those terrible store-bought sugar cookies that everyone brings to parties. Yeah, those are bad. Which means that there are more for me. Don't you want to meet some of the people in the neighborhood? I'll probably end up standing uncomfortably in the corner with a plate of food and hope that nobody talks to me. Dad, you're a beautiful work in progress. We will get that butterfly to emerge from the cocoon. The social butterfly. Well, we better start getting ready. We definitely don't want to be late. What? No, we have to be fashionably late. Who shows up to a cookout on time? You know what? We're going early, just because you said that. I head out the door and Amanda reluctantly follows. We walk across the street to Joseph's house with a store-bought veggie plate. I'm a terrible cook if it doesn't involve a grill. I guess we're not as early as we thought. We were Joseph's backyard is I guess we're not as early as we thought we were. Joseph's backyard is already packed with people, and the smell of hot dogs wafts through the air. Small children run through a sprinkler, and adults chat in small clusters. I set our veggie plate down on a table next to 2 other veggie plates. Huh. Hey, there's Joseph. I want to get his attention. The moment he sees us, he jogs over, arms open wide. Welcome. I'm so glad that you two are here. And you brought the veggies. Let me introduce you to my family, kids. Family, kids, come on over here. This is Chris, my eldest. Hi. This is Christian and Chrissy. They're twins. They stare creepily and say nothing. Then, of course, there's our youngest, Chris. Wait, where's Chris? Maybe Mary put him in his crib. Oh no, it's the woman from the bar the other night. What's she doing here? Oh, and how could I forget my lovely wife, Mary? Joseph pecks her on the cheek. Joseph pecks her on the cheek. She smiles. Ah, Mary, sweetheart. Did you put Chris to bed? I'll have to go look for him. What? You'll have to. Joseph takes a moment and regains his composure. Mary, this is our new neighbor, Fern Cand, and his daughter, Amanda. I shake your hand, but I have a glass of wine that I need to tend to. I love her. Nice. Nice to meet you, Mary, for the first time. Charmed. Well, I have to go over there now. Mary leaves. Oh God, this is awkward. I wonder if Joseph knows. I wonder if Mary knows that Joseph knows. I wonder if Joseph knows that Mary knows that I know. It takes all my energy not to run away from the barbecue and start fresh in a new city. Ha ha ha. My wife has a wonderful sense of humor. But please, you two enjoy the barbecue. All the guys are really excited to meet you. Amanda and I mill around and try some of the food spread out on the table. I picked at some of the deviled eggs. Amanda grabs a small paper plate and immediately begins piling it with baked goods. Ugh, I don't want to have to make friends. Come on, Dad. Who are you gonna party with when I go off to school? But I don't want to have to be. But I don't want to have to do pleasantries, Dad. Ugh, they're gonna talk about weather. Go, do it. Make a friend. But how could I possibly abandon my only child at a social function? That's bad parenting. This plate of cookies is my new dad. Bye. Amanda shoves me into the center of the yard. Well, here goes nothing. I look around the party, and I'm surprised to see some familiar faces. Isn't that the barista from the coffee spoon? Didn't I meet that guy at the bar? Didn't that guy throw a frisbee at my head? Isn't that the guy who was throwing a fit in Dead Gotham Beyond? Isn't that Amanda's teacher? Hey, I know, Craig. But wait a second. All these people live in our cul-de-sac? That can't be right. I better investigate. I'll check. Let's see. Robert and Brian. I glance around the yard and notice Robert and Brian chanting over drinks. Man, I don't think I want to deal with being one up by Brian or whatever happened with Robert last night. Oh no, they catch me staring. Oh no, Brian's waving me over. Shoot. I flash a smile and walk over to them. Hey guys. Fern Can! How the heck are ya? How the heck are ya? Settling into the neighborhood all right? Oh, you betcha. Got the living room in order at last. That's great to hear. I've been doing some living room work as well. Finally got the 50 in there. The game looks great in high def. Oh boy. Fern Can, have you met Robert yet? Yeah, we've met. Robert regards me over his whiskey. Good seeing you again. We were just talking about my most recent camping trip. Spent a night out in the woods with Daisy and Maxwell. She's definitely an outdoorsy one. Even caught her first fish. It's good to see you taking your daughter out like that. I bet she loved it. And it's great that she loves the outdoors. Mine loves being inside. Brian raises his eyebrows at me. Being inside, making art. She won a local competition for that art. Yep. Did I put it on too strongly? Robert stares at me blankly for a second. Anyway, I haven't gone camping in years, not since the last time. Same here. Well, things change once you have a kid. Wait, what happened the last time? Robert takes a long sip of whiskey. Well, old Johnny Boy and me were out in the back country. Johnny Boy's a strong kid. Oh. Johnny Boy's a strong kid. Met him in my army days. Comes from Kansas. They build them tougher out there. Anyway, things go south pretty quick. Johnny Boy breaks his ankle and the rope bridge snaps. You could see the bone popping out of the skin. Johnny Boy's screaming now, crying for his mama, losing blood. We're 2 days out from the next living soul, and here I am with my dear friend bleeding out in front of me. I'm able to dress the wound, but now I got a fireman carrying a 6-foot, 180-pound man over some of the toughest terrains I've ever been in. I won't lie to you. There were moments during those 2 days when I thought about leaving old Johnny Boy, But you build a bond with your brothers in arms, and that bond never breaks. I got that boy back to civilization, but I lost some of me out there. I guess that's capping for you. Brian and I stare in disbelief. Robert takes another long sip of whiskey. I'm just kidding. My friend John and I went inner tubing down a river, and he lost a flip flop. Missed that kid. Brian and I laugh nervously. Or am I kidding? Brian and I tense up again. I'm kidding. Phew. Amanda and Daisy barrel up to us, laughing. Daisy is holding a paper plate in front of her, like a steering wheel. We gotta get off this haunted truck. Oh no, the ghosts locked the doors. Quick, hit the emergency escape button. But trucks don't have emergency escape buttons. Then hit the brake, I guess, and then we'll get out of the truck. The imaginary truck. Anyway, we're safe from the ghost, but how will we ever survive this Arctic tundra? Daisy, you might have to eat me. Are you prepared to do that? I'm prepared to do anything to survive. That's cold-blooded. I like that. Although, I'm not sure I have the materials required to properly cook you. You know, that reminds me of the last time I went skiing. Robert, wait a second. Are you guys playing Long Haul Ice Road Paranormal Ghost Truckers? Yeah. Amanda and I love that show. It's the best, especially that episode where Colum hides Flint's keys and Flint retaliates by breaking an ancient curse urn and sending the spirit after him. Yeah, it's such a quality reality television. I don't watch a whole lot of television, but I do enjoy that show. That and war documentaries. Alright, Daisy. I found us a couple of bugs. They're gonna make us a great meal. Lots of protein. Gotta keep us from starving out here in this icy wasteland. But there's a whole table of food right over there. Daisy, it's a game. We're playing pretend. It's what kids do. Live a little. Amanda gives Daisy a handful of gummy worms from the snack table. They eat them with mock disgust. Let's go find kindling for a fire. Okay, but not an actual fire, because we're playing pretend. Wow, you're getting it. Oh, now you're getting it. Daisy and Amanda run off. What a cute couple of kids. Man, I've never seen her get along with anyone so quickly. I guess Amanda just sort of has a way with kids. That's kind of amazing. Daisy doesn't really get along with kids her age. It's nice that he's not trying to one-up me this time. Maybe we can have a regular friendship after all. Really? She just kind of keeps to herself. Her teachers say she spends every recess in the library. I think the other kids are intimidated by her intelligence. There it is. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Amanda was shy at Daisy's age. I'm sorry, guys. Amanda was shy at Daisy's age too. She used to have a habit of crawling under tables and crying every time we took her to a restaurant. She's bit people too. Oh, ho, ho, kids, right? Gotta love them. You're required by law. I hear that. Well, since they're getting along so well, maybe we should try to put together a little play date for them. They do seem to get along really well, but the thought of continuously hearing about all the Brian's accomplishments is rough. Yeah, that'd be nice. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Go meet some of the other fellows. Talk to Matt, who go, okay. Maybe these ones. Okay. I spot Hugo chatting with the guy from Dead Goth and Beyond by the grill. I wonder what they're talking about. So I'm curious. Can you walk by me through why you had your house painted black? Where do I even start? The house stays warmer in the winter. It provides an artistic contrast to the rest of the neighborhood, and it complements the crimson interior perfectly. It's definitely an interesting choice. Thank you. I'm very proud of my abode. Fern Can, I was just having a conversation with Damien here about his aesthetic design decisions. Damien regards me up and down with a warm but critical eye. How do you do? I don't believe I've had the pleasure. I think I saw you in Dead Goth and Beyond the other day. Damien's face turns bright red. I must apologize for my behavior on that day. You see, I take the goth lifestyle very seriously, and to be caught in a ruse by such a corporation as Dead Goth and Beyond was profoundly frustrating indeed. I hope you know that while my anger may have been justified, it was no such way for a gentleman to act. It's okay, man. Do tell me about yourself. Are you new to the area? Yes, my daughter and I just moved in the other day. She was the one I took to Dead Goth and Beyond. Very good taste on her part. Does she partake in the goth lifestyle? I think for a second. I look over to Amanda, who is hanging out with some of the older kids in the neighborhood.
Oh my!
Hey Amanda, would you consider yourself goth? Amanda yells back. I wouldn't necessarily try to fall under I wouldn't necessarily try to fall under any one specific label, but I guess if I had to choose, I would more describe myself as hipster with some normcore leanings. Bats are cool though. Ah, pity. Are you enjoying the party so far? Oh, definitely. Thanks so much for putting this on. It's nice to be in a cul-de-sac where everyone is so friendly and welcoming. Amanda walks up to the conversation. I also like the Lost Boys a lot. Really good movie. Does that count as goth? That it would, my dear. I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting Damien's blood march at your service. Damien's finishing the sentence with a flourish and a bow, producing a single rose and offering it to Amanda. Amanda blushes and returns the gesture with a curtsy. My, do you know how to treat a lady? My, do you know how to treat a lady? Hello, Amanda. Seemingly out of nowhere, Joseph's twins appear. Are they speaking in unison? Hey, won't you come play with us? Come play with us. Forever. Guys, enough with the creepy twin. We talked about this. Christian and Chrissy slowly back away. Where do you think they got that from? Mary pops into the conversation, wine in hand. I don't know. Mary takes a long sip of the wine. I think I might have taped over a vegetable. I think I might have taped over a VeggieTales VHS with The Shining. Who knows? She takes another sip of her wine. Where's Tris? Wasn't he with you? You had him a moment ago. He's probably stuffing dirt in his mouth. He'll be alright. Toddlers are pretty resilient. Mary tips her glass to me. Ain't my first time to the rodeo. It's my fourth. I have squeezed four little sweetheart. Would you do me a favor and please find Tris? That would be great. I'm sure he's fine. Mary? Okay, jeez. Mary finishes her wine and wanders off. Dad, can we go now? Ah, Lucien. Have I introduced you to Fern Can yet? Hey, it's that punk from Amanda's school. I remember you. Whatever. That's no way for a young man to speak to his elders. Be polite. Lucien bows. Whatever, sir. Lucien bows again. Sir, Sir Christensen. Mr. Christensen, may I have a veggie burger, sir? Coming right up, bud. Are you vegetarian? Yep. Make that 2 veggie burgers. Did you know that some people in the Victorian era were vegetarians? They described carnivorous type people as blood lappers. Dad. That's really interesting, Damien. Joseph turns to the grill. Just a hint of a tattoo peeks out from underneath his sleeve. I can't believe I didn't notice it before. It looks like the bottom of an anchor. Whoa, is that a tattoo? Yes. Yep. I wasn't always a youth pastor, you know. That's so cool. Want to see mine? What? Lucien pulls back some rubber bracelet, revealing a lopsided 666 in black ink. My buddy gave me a stick and poke tattoo last week. I think it's healing up pretty good. Lucien. We'll talk about this later. That's pretty cool. What's the significance of the tattoo? I don't know. I just thought it looked sick. Well, in my opinion, the only reason you need to get a tattoo is because you want one. Careful though, that never carries weight. Man, Joseph is a way cooler youth pastor than I thought. I just figured youth pastors popped out of the womb with a Bible. I wonder what he did before preaching. Alright, these guys now. Okay. Matt and Hugo seem to be embroiled in an intense discussion. Craig looks on and smiles politely. I walk over to say hello. Well, I don't think it's fair to try and compare 2 art movements like that. Periods in art only exist because they're a unique byproduct of the social and political climate of a time and place. And to try to take something like, say, the Rococo period and compare it to the post-modernism in America, you're completely disregarding the context in which a work of art is created. Matt and Hugo seem to be so busy talking that they don't notice me. Craig leans in. Dude, I have no idea what's happening. Talking to Craig. I want to listen in the conversation. That kind of comparison just eliminates the reason art movements are so important in the first place. You're not wrong, but I think that there's no harm comparing one work of art to another. You could definitely say one painting is better than the other if you're evaluating technical skills from a purely formalist standpoint. If I showed you a Matse and then something by the Dutch masters, which one would you say shows more technical prowess? I am so lost right now. I shoot a worried glance over to Craig, who returns it. I don't know. Well, sure, you could say that the Dutch masters were technically more skilled, but I would argue that while the Dutch masters were better painters, Matsing had better paintings overall. I have no idea what you're talking about. Just straight up, just being honest. That's pretty subjective. I mean, art is subjective. I'll just say that. All art is subjective. What do you mean? Well, that painting of the guy with the apple in front of his face is pretty nice. Massing rocks. That's a Magritte. Right, art. Sorry. You're fine, dude. We were just discussing the importance of context when talking about artwork. Listen, all I asked was if you liked Van Gogh or Picasso better. Hugo throws up his hands in frustration. But they represent 2 completely different art movements. How can I possibly choose between the thick, creamy impasto opposed to Impressionism and the abstractionist beauty of Cubanism. Man, that's all the way. Man, That's all way above my head. Me too. It's all good, man. The cool thing about art is that we all perceive it differently. A single piece could have a totally different effect on each other, and looks at it, and that's awesome. Just 1 minute about that. Hugo, please. Sorry. I get really fired up about art stuff. Fern Can, how are you liking the neighborhood? It's pretty nice. Everyone's been super friendly. Seems like your daughter is fitting in just fine. Matt points across the yard to hear Amanda, Daisy, and another young girl are playing. They're all sitting cross-legged in the grass, picking weeds and weaving them into little flower crowns. It's pretty adorable. The girl I don't recognize jogs over to us. What is it, sweetheart? It's a flower crown. I thought you look cute in it. Well, there's only one way to find out. Matt takes the flower crown and places it on top of his head. Ah, that's cool. Am I cool now? The girl stares at him, thinking it over. Nope. But you're still slightly less uncool than you were before you put it on. Huh. Hey, Ferncan. This is my daughter. Hello. I'm Carmencita. Amanda comes over with Daisy in tow. Dad, look, I'm making friends. Are you making friends? You better be making friends. Yeah, actually, Amanda. You remember the cool barista from the coffee shop? And my old college friend and your teacher? Oh, hi, Mr. Vega. I didn't realize we were neighbors. Yep. You still gotta get me that overdue term pay. You still gonna get me that overdue term paper? Haha, great seeing you. Amanda finger guns her way out of the conversation like a champ. She learned the finger guns move from me. I'm very proud. She's definitely a charmer. Speaking of which, where did my son go? Hugo looks around the party. He must finally spot him because his eyes go wide. Ernest Hemington Vega, are you smoking? Ernest is holding a lit cigarette. Nope. I see Ernest across the way. He casually takes a long drag of his cigarette and then flicks it into the gutter. Unbelievable. Excuse me. Hugo marches over to Ernest, and I turn my attention to Matt and Craig. Kids, right? Man, I do not envy Hugo. The last barbecue we had, Ernest tried to shove a sparkler down Joseph's pants, nearly burned down half the yard. Oh man. And the barbecue we had before that, he actually burned down half the yard. And then it spread into my lawn and burned down half of my yard too. Hugo walks back over to us, practically dragging Ernest behind him. Hey everybody, sorry about that. Fern Can, this is my son, Ernest. Hello. Ernest looks away, sulking, his hands shoved deep in his pockets. Hugo nudges him impatiently. Hey. Nice to meet you, Ernest. What grade are you in? Doesn't matter. Ernest. Okay, I'm in 8th grade. God, are you happy now? I'm sure you were just dying to know. Yeah, good for you. Can I go now? I'm tired of talking to old dudes who blame my generation for the failing economy. Ouch. Ernest. Oh yeah, because I'm totally embarrassing you. Ernest puts earbuds in and storms off to stand in the corner. Well, that was certainly something. He seems nice. Hugo puts his head in his hands and sighs. I'm so sorry. We're having a really rough time. As much as I want to be the cool dad, I have to be the authoritarian dad, and he clearly resents me for it. I mean, I think as a dad and a teacher, that's about as authoritarian as you can get. Honestly, are any of us cool dads? Is it even possible to be a cool dad? What? I'm cool as a cucumber. See, that right there. You can't say that. My kids think I'm cool, but for how long, Craig? How long do we get to be the cool dads? I don't know. I think we just have to accept the fact that as cool dads, we've become the machine we once raged against, and accept our fate to unironically wear socks with sandals. Your kids may think you're cool now, but the moment they hit puberty, you're doomed. Amanda's 18 and she still thinks I'm cool. I yell across the yard to my daughter, Amanda, I'm cool, right? Amanda just laughs. She keeps laughing. I see your point. As much as we all want it, I don't think it's as important to be a cool dad as it is to be a good dad. We can't all be best friends with our kids. It just doesn't work. I mean, look at me and Ernest. Mostly true. Our job as parents is to make sure our kids turn out okay. Yeah, you're right. But it'd be nice to have it both ways. Hearing these things talk about this make Hearing these guys talk about this makes me think of my relationship with Amanda. We get along so well, but there might come a time when it won't be that like that. Is college when that happens? Don't let us eat, don't let us eat up your time, Fern can. Go meet some of the other people around the neighborhood. And without further ado, let's work some magic. Joseph closes his eyes, takes a breath, and gets to work. With the greatest of ease, he sets patties on the grill, flourishing as he flips his spatula in the air. It's easily some of the best grill work I've ever seen. You guys think this is my first time in front of a grill? He's working faster now, effortlessly tossing cheese into patties and perfectly grilling on the side, one after another. The dads take notice and crowd around Joseph to admire his masterful technique. You probably didn't know this, Fern can, but Joseph's known around here for his grillsmanship. He's he's ungrillable. I've tried to get on his level, but I just can't catch up. Ah ha ha ha. Let us keep studying. He has a rare quality about him. Mustard we keep talking about this? Can't we just appreciate the artist? I've never seen him make a mistake. Okay, we need to stop. This is getting too cheesy. Please stop! All the children at the party boo the glorious display of puns in unison. Alright, guys, the food's ready. Please form an orderly barbecue. Amanda groans. We all grab our food and hang out, enjoying perfectly cooked cheeseburgers. Man, it's so wild how all us dads live in the same cul-de-sac. Kinda nice, isn't it? It feels like there's a real community here. Totally helps when you're just a single dad trying to raise a kid. We're happy to have you here, man. I think you're gonna like this neighborhood a lot. Plus, Amanda seems to be getting along with all these kids. If she decides to get into the babysitting game, she'll really make a killing. Hey, why don't you add this? Hey, why don't you add us all on Dadbook? Dadbook. Yeah, it's a great social network for dads to keep in touch with each other. We're all on it. So if you ever need to reach out to anyone, that's the simplest way to do it. Sorry, I'm just an old-fashioned dad. Social media goes over my head sometimes. Don't worry, Pops. I'll help you figure it out. The rest of the barbecue goes smoothly. We all trade stories and drink beer as our kids play on the lawn. Amanda breaks up a fight between Carmenista and those weird twins. I think they wanted her soul. Amanda and I walk back to our place as the sun sets over our neighborhood. Pretty fun today, don't you think? I mean, I got a burger in me. It felt like I was at a networking event. Wish I could have been playing Bruno Ways. You and Daisy seemed like you were having a way better time than I was. Because we were. Hey, well, hey, at least you met some other cool dads. You should hit them up on Dadbook. Maybe I will, if I ever figure out how social media works. I have a good feeling about this place. Me too, Dad. Amanda and I arrive home with the remnants of our veggie plate. Seems like nobody was really into the cauliflower. Any big plans for this evening? Actually, yeah. I'm going out with some friends. Oh, is that okay? Of course. Just keep me posted and be home before midnight. You got it. And be careful. I will. Make good choices. Of course. And call me if you need anything. Dad, you're not gonna do the thing where you wait silently for me to come home in the living room with all the lights off, are you? What? No. I've never done that. I never will do that. Okay. Do you have any plans tonight? My plans were kind of to eat ice cream and watch TV with Amanda, but I'll find something to do. I'm gonna work on some stuff, see how long I can sleep for. Throw a party. So I'll make a joke. A real rager. All the other dads in the neighborhood are invited. I'll see if I can get you a spot on the list, but honestly, it's looking tight, and you may just have to wait in line. I know the guy at the door. I'll get in no problem. I'm just relaxing tonight. Have fun, okay? Great. See you later. I watch Mena drive off into the night. I really do hope she has fun. I plop down in front of the TV and turn on some wine and dine mastermind with celebrity chef Gavin Chapman. Looks like Gavin's making a roasted rack of lamb with rosemary mashed potatoes. I love to be able to cook like that. Although I think if I was actually good at cooking, I use my powers for evil, like just making big Alaskas all day instead of any food of real nutritional value. Oh, nutritional substance. Man, Gavin Chapman just caught that thing on fire, but he meant to do it. What a professional. I lose track of time as I blaze through several episodes of Wine and Dine Mastermind, and also one episode of some cooking show called Meat Hell. I'm not even sure what that one was about. If it was just a lot, but it was just a lot of yelling. I glance at my watch. Man, it's almost midnight. I should check in with Amanda. I sent a text. Hey kiddo, are you good? I wander to the kitchen as I wait for a reply. Amanda's phone is almost always in her hand, so I'm sure she'll respond soon, unless she's driving home now, in which case I hope she doesn't respond soon because I definitely taught her better than to text and drive. I reach into the freezer and grab an ice cream sandwich. It's a little late for this, but I think I earned it after a long day of socializing. I check my watch again, and then my phone. Nothing yet. Okay, see now I'm worried. Do I call her? Do I call the cops? No, it's too soon for that. I'll just send her a gentle reminder text. What's up? Half an hour passes. Now I'm really worried. The episodes of Gavin Chapman's Meat Hell are not only not assuaging my anxiety, but possibly exacerbating it with all the yelling. So I keep pacing around the house, waiting for her to come back. Why didn't I find out where she was going? Who was she even with? Why don't I know any of her friends' phone numbers? Why don't I even know any of her friends' full names? Who is Emma P? I decided to send her another text. Amanda, please text me and let me know you're okay. I can't help I can't help but think all the awful things that could have happened to her. Oh, thank God, it's her. Amanda opens the door and shuffles in. Finally, she's back home. I'm glad she's okay. Sup? Sweetie, thank God you're safe. Ugh. Yep. But now that I know she's okay, I'm really mad. Why didn't you answer my text? Amanda pulls her phone out of her pocket. Oh, whoops. Guess I didn't see those. She starts to walk to her room. Amanda Ann. Whoa, we're pulling out the middle name now? Amanda, you came home an hour and a half after your curfew and you didn't respond to any of my texts. You really freaked me out, and I was about to call the cops. Dad, you're seriously overreacting. You're not gonna be like this when I go off to school, are you? I don't like your attitude. I have the right to be concerned. I was scared. Yeah. You're my only daughter. Well, I can't give you a play-by-play of everything I do all the time. I'm 18. You shouldn't even be giving me a curfew in the first place. Yeah, but if you live with your parents, you have to abide by their rules, regardless of how old you are. Oh. I sit down on the couch and put my head in my hands. I feel very tired of all this all of a sudden. You really scared me. Just, please don't do that again. Alright. I'm gonna go to bed now. Amanda closes the door to her room, and I head to mine. Jeez. As I'm falling asleep, one thing she said keeps echoing in my mind. You're not gonna be like this when I go off to school, are you? Alright, gamers. I'm going to stop the video right there. If you guys enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want to see more content like this, then simply like and subscribe. I hope you all have a great rest of your day wherever you guys are. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, gamers.